So today I heartily welcome Professor Sujit Mishra of Central University of Odisha, who has already been acquainted with all the participants, sharing is the co-host and sharing mails, also sharing messages through WhatsApp, everything. And Mr. Sujit Mishra has obtained his BTech and MTech in mechanical engineering from BPUT Odisha, Biju Patnaik University of Technology Odisha. Now he has been pursuing his PhD under Central University Odisha, and soon, that means this month, he is going to submit his thesis on aerodynamic simulation over simplified cars in dusty fluid medium, and he has published several papers in international journals, and he has obtained his postgraduate diploma in CAD/CAM from Central Tool Room and Training Center, Bhubaneswar, and he is having uh, 10 to 11 years of experience in the department as assistant professor, and he is also good at ANSYS and Simulia. And friends, yesterday there were Simulia session, but extremely sorry to inform you that due to some technical defect, he couldn't proceed actually. And to be very frank, yesterday, day after yesterday, his mother-in-law expired, and he was looking after everything. So sorry to inform this one also. It's little perturbed. Anyway, but some of the participants had requested yesterday that what is Simulia software? Please let us know, and let us go for a simple problem. So today we are thinking to go for a different kind of problem, but yesterday I suggested that when we both have discussed, let us go for a simple problem, geometry, simple problem. Let others understand who are the person if they tomorrow deal with Dassault system Simulia. Because friends, apart from India, most of the foreign countries, you can Google it also. Boeing countries, many industries now they are depending on Simulia. So Simulia is a good industrial software, it's a tool actually to deal with Simulia. CAE, okay, I mean structural engineering, CFD, these two are good actually, and soon you can get results. That's why he will tell you how to understand Simulia, how to suppose you are using Simulia, then how to handle with that one. What is preprocessor, what is processor, what is post processor, how to go, what is the steps you have to follow. So it's a live session. You'll go for a simple problem, simple pipe problem, and please see that one, because yesterday you suggested some of the participants, particularly Professor Sagar, Mane, one or two persons like that. That's why accordingly we have decided go for a simple problem, and step by step let us go with that one. Yesterday because of sound you couldn't focus much also. That's why let us start with that one. So I welcome Mr. Sujit. Now you share your screen, and the time is yours now. Yeah, just
Hello. Thank you, sir, for the introduction of my present program, and I am grateful to you in this platform to give me the chance, and to my guide, that is Ashok Mishra sir and Shekhar Majumdar sir, today in this platform to give and deliver to our participants about the Simulia platform tool, how to use it. So to begin with, I am going to set my screen. I hope it is audible. Okay. So, is my screen is visible?
yes, yes, visual.
So to begin with, as per my topic, uh, it has been given to me, that is CFD simulations of automotive automotive system in Simulia. So directly, I will go to the interface, how the Simulia platform is going to work. Uh, Before that, I like to tell to my participants how to deal with this tool, that is the CFD tool, that is called as from Simulia from Dassault system. It has been provided to us. We are the academic partners, Centurion University of Technology and Management, and we are dealing with this has a host of this Simulia platform to deliver it over here. So to start with, to begin with, I will concentrate not about the theories much, but I will like to tell you here how to deal with the tool, focusing of a very simple problem, how to use that tool. Many of the participants may be in the mid of the research or going to start the research. It will be very helpful for them to start with this type of simulation tool. So to begin with, I will like to tell you about the type of flows, and we generally go for different type of flows for the CFD problem has concern. That is, you can see from the screen, it may be transient or steady. And if in overall, if you go in a comparison, I can say you that any CFD problem, it basically the two types of flow it will going to be coming up. That is, it may be internal or it may be external. Depending upon these two type of things, we can go and challenge any other type of subcategories. Maybe the internal, it may be a pipe or a channel, or for external aerofoil or ship. It may go for compressible or incompressible. It may be laminar or turbulent, or it may be viscous or inviscid. Different categories may form, but overall, it may go for a internal or external flow. Coming to Simulia, this is a platform from Dassault Experience or Dassault system, which provide different types of realistic simulations applications. Basically, from that is from Simulia to reveal and to anticipate this the world type of products we are going to deal with. It also accelerates the process of evaluating the performance, reliability, and safety of materials and products before committing to the prototypes. And it also provides a powerful sustainable innovations in all stages of product life cycles. So you can change anywhere where you have a problem, certain type of optimization techniques you are using. So anywhere in design, in manufacturing, or in analysis where you have gotten after any stage of in the product life cycle, you can change it, you can modify it, and again go to the evaluating it to before the products come to the physical prototypes. These are some of the applications in Simulia you can see over the screen. That is, it may be it is used for the defense and aerospace industries. By this help of this tool, Simulia tool, we are going for analyzing the automotive components. Again, from industrial purposes, it's going to be analyzed, and from energy sectors, battery management, or any other energy field researchers or simulations concepts you can go for. Structural designs, buildings, you can go for that category. It can also go for ship designs, how it is going to be maneuverability, and all those other concepts which deals with many product to before the physical product is going to be the environment come to our existence. It can be go for simulate and validate the purposes. Coming to the apps, directly I am going to the app of Simulia platform. You can see has already in the theory it has been discussed. We have three basic processes of CFD problems to solve it. That is the model, the processor, the preprocessor, processor, and post-processor. So from the processor, the preprocessor, we are going to get you from the model. Here is the name as the model. The processor will be going to the scenario, and for the post-processing, that is the results, is been category. And in each category, we will have various types of apps. For your information, here the Simulia apps is not only for CFD, but it is also includes the structural designs. And I can say here the Simulia apps is best for structurals and medium for this CFD solver. But in a general sense, it is very user friendly, and also it is for the new researchers or a new learner, it is very handy to take care of the finding out the solutions for the industrial problems as specified. So for the model specifications, you will have two types of apps, that is the structural as well as the fluid model creation. For fluid model, when you are going for dealing with the CFD problems as concerned, we are going for fluid model. For scenarios, similarly, 3-4 apps will be available: mechanical scenario, structural scenario, linear dynamics, fluid scenario creations. So depending upon your problems as concerned, you are going to deal, you are going for selecting the that app as your case study. And for the result, that is a common app, that is the physics results explorer you are going to get. And all these apps you are going to find out in the, you can see the passport, it has been given as a 3D experience platform, where you will find for V plus R, that is virtual reality app. Yeah, inside the virtual reality app. As I already told you, how it is going to deal or how to go to start from the Simulia app, you will find out a tree which will be called a specification tree in the left side of the, I will going to show you how it is it. And in every problem, this is the common scenario it is going to be there, common procedure it will be there, where you will find a model where it will tell you about how the object mesh representation you are going to define. In the scenario, you will going to deal with what happens to that mesh by applying different type of boundary conditions and cases. And in the result, you will going to get your results, and where you will see that how your mesh is going to or react over that. You can see this is the various apps in I can say here it is about all the simulation apps. It is present inside this 3D experience platform, starting from design, manufacturing, or some of the analysis apps related to various industries. It is available, and all these apps is coming under the Dassault system, that is the 3D experience company. And coming to this, as a automotive has constrained automotive system simulations, we basically go for, what we understand is we can go for vehicle dynamics. We may go for wheel hydrodynamics. It may be a cabin comfort. It may be electric drive engineering, or it may be a battery thermal management. We generally go when you basically called as a CFD simulations over these automotive systems. We basically go for this type of topics of simulations. But now I will go to take you how to deal with this type of complex type of systems, to deal with these similar applications. If you understand this, how to run that tool. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. So you can see the interface now. I have connected with my system where the 3D experience is loaded. And in this 3D experience, it is a cloud version, has an academic partner. It is in the premises, it is there, as well as in the cloud, it is available. You can access in both the ways as per the licenses you are given to that. And this is the where we are accessing, that is in the our lab we are setting up. And you can see this is the interface. After logging in into this 3D experience, you will find an interface like this. And this is the passport where you will have different type of apps. It is going to be there. You can find different apps starting from the design, that is the CAD modeling, manufacturing, surface designing, optimizing, and also for the simulations, that is the Simulia apps. So I can show you here what are the apps that is related. We have already discussed what are the apps is there. For the design modeling and all, we are generally using the CATIA. Most of you, I hope you have know that what is the CATIA is about. So that is the part design we will have. So these are different types of part designs. Apps is there, whatever it is required as per the specific roles, it is going to be used for that. Similarly, for simulations, if I write fluid, you can see it is coming Yeah. So you can see it is now there is a I already told it is a fluid model creation, fluid scenario creation. It is there. So these are the apps it is going to be available. Then physics results explorer. Okay. So depending upon your various apps you have licenses for, it will going to be available here. And one by one, as per the need of the specification of the problem, we have to define it. So let us take one example here to demonstrate you and to know the process. I will use the flow over a pipe. It is an internal flow case, and I will take you how to make that one and how to proceed the simulation steps in this simulator. So I am going to the part design. You can see the CATIA part design interface has been open, where in the below it is having your tools. It is the specification tree, and these are the planes you have. And here it is the interface you can make 3D modelings in this environment. In this app, the basic use is to use the 3D part designing. Every what is the model can be created. Any complex model you can create by help of different types of options available to you. So as you know that it is from there are 3 planes available here. I am choosing any of them of interest. I'm using YZ plane. As you can see, the compass XYZ direction has been given in the right corner of the screen, and depending upon that we are going to choose that one. So now the plane has been there, YZ plane I'm going to suppose to choose, and I'm going to make a pipe, because the model is not, the pipe is not there. If it is there, we can import it and apply and go for the simulation directly. If it is not there, it is also you can create here the app by help of this part design app. And let us consider a case study, that is a pipe we have to make, a 100 pipe we can say. So which is having an internal diameter of a thickness of 20 so internal diameter will be 80 like that. So I'm making a circle, and you can see the diameter I'm fixing, that is the 100 and this is the, yes, this is the second circle. So it is about 80. So now the two sketches has been made, and I'm exiting the sketch now, and I'm going to give you the part, the 3D model. So you can see let us think about the length. Let us, I think it is the 500. So you can see the pipe has been made, which is having the internal dia of 80 as well as the outer dia is 100. So keep in mind this dimension is very, very important while going for the CFD solutions, because you have to need to find out the flow instance, whether it is laminar or turbulent. So with that calculation is going to be supporting to that one. So this is our pipe now. This is the geometry where we are going to fix our the things for the simulation. Once it has been done, then we again go for the next step to choose, that is the fluid model. Fluid model creation. So here what we are going to do, you may ask that what is the, whether we already have the model, then why you are going to choose that one. But here it is going to focusing you to give you to tell the computer that what we are going to interest for our study. That is, I told you flow flow inside the pipe. That is water, let us say the fluid is inside, it is flowing. It may be water, it may be air, or it may be kerosene, it may be petrol, whatever it is, the fluid it is going to be inside in this pipe. So that you can see once in this fluid model creation, what is inserted, you can see in the specification tree. Before that, there is a new feature has been added up, that is called as finite element model. So it is now asking that this is our model, it is already there. Now it is ready to take that from this model, which one is the part of it is going to study. So by default, you can say that the inside part is the fluid. So how to extract that part and how to discretize it and how to apply the mesh, we are going to look after that. So this is the initial procedure of the finite element model. The next step is called as your fluid scenario creation. And in the fluid scenario creation, you can see you will be transferred to the Simulia fluid scenario creation app, where you will be how to deal with this, how to start with this. There is a new learner. For a new learner, it may be a complex thing how to start what process is going to be obtained. Now I am going to a very simple solution to this. You can see in the feature manager there is something called as assistant. It will assist you. This software is very handy to capture because there is assistant tool is there and a process is there. You can see it is start from the model, then physics, then initial conditions, then boundaries, then zones and loads, contacts, output request, mesh, simulate, and result. That means to get the results or before the simulations to be obtained, you need the steps to be complete. Now it is in red or red dash is there, where we have to make it green. Otherwise, you cannot simulate. It will check you in every process if the input is not there. So that is the beauty of this software to deal with that. So every portion you are going to get that one. So now, as per the problem, we have concentrating on the flow inside the pipe. So we can go on calculating the Reynolds number by taking the length of the pipe, diameter of the pipe, what should be the velocity we are going to flow it, we can calculate. But manually, I will just apply it, as we are not concentrating about those things. I will show you very speedily how to deal with this tool. So now the first process in the assistant tool, it is now going to be called as your model. So the computer now in this app, it is asking that which model is going to be analyzed or for the analysis, for the fluid analysis. So when you click that model, you can see in the finite element model, which is already been inserted before, it has been highlighted. It is the number is you can see the finite element model, both are same in the specification tree, and it is highlighted. If it is not there, you might be thinking if it is not there, what to do? Then you can create it. An additional model will be going to be created. So now, because it is created, I am selecting it directly and putting it OK. So this model now it is going to be used for our analysis, where you are going to do the flow inside this pipe. The next case is you can see still there is no there is something has check out. You can see in the model there is it has been created. Again, I'm putting it when I'm clicking in the below, it is coming different commands. What are those commands? You can see it is going for fluid setup, for model setup, fluid domain, fluid selection, solid selection, porous selections, BOF selection, multi-species selection. So it asks you different types of commands related to model creation. So now, as per our interest, what is the model setup we are going to do? Let us see. So in this model setup, if I make it big, you can see it asking you the two things here. Yeah. Yes. So it asking you the model as the part model, fluid domain boundary parts. We have already selected the boundary. This is the fluid domain boundary. You can see there is one changes is here in this present scenario. The model setup. When I put this include external flow, means there is a box is there. So this box represents that we are going for external flow, not internal flow. This box helps you. The fluid will flow over this pipe, over this solid object. If you are excluding it, That means it is the, now it will ask you where the fluid is going to be lying inside this. Then coming to the fluid domain, we have already selected the option. The part body has a in this case the part body is the fluid domain, we are going to extract it. Next is the region. Region means where the fluid is lying. Where the fluid is lying now in this pipe. Obviously, it is not visible now, but we have to, as a user, we should know that where the fluid is going to be lying, inside or outside that one. So we have to choose the inside surface. You can see once I have selected, there is a cube has been formed, and which is showing inside this surface, connected with the surface. If I flip it, you can see it's outside the surface, and when it is, that shows that the fluid is lying outside it. Okay, please don't be confused. If this cube is lying inside the surface, in the selection, from the selection surface it is lying inside, then it is our fluid is lying in this surface zone, it will going to be created. If it is outside, means over the surface, inside over the surface it is going to be lying. So while selecting, it is very, very important what you are selecting. So that is the case, you are going to choose that one. Now the third case is the opening. Opening means in this pipe, how many types of opening is there? One, maybe you can say we should specify the computer that it should start the flow, it should end the flow. So where is starting, where is ending? Let us see. We will going to start in this inlet, and we are going to end at this end. So to do that, these two openings should be closed, otherwise this mesh is not going to form. So we are going to specify arc opening. So where we are going to apply, this is the edge. I hope it is visible. I am selecting the edge. You can see opening one, and I am also writing here in the opening one inlet. Why am I writing inlet? To convey, when you are putting the boundary condition, it will help us to know what is the inlet and what is the outlet. So this is the edge domain where I am going to apply, this is the inlet. Now, this is the another opening which is there, another I am going to out, and this is the output, outlet I can write. You can give any name as per your convenience, but it should be known to you what you are selecting and what you are doing. So this is another thing. One is opening and another is this outlet. So there are two openings. So it is done. This is the pipe model, and this is the inlet, this is the outlet. And now about the mesh, you can use it whether it is coarse. You can set it the things according to your choice. If you go for like this, it is fine. Towards the fine, it is, if it is there are two things: fluid interior and fluid wall. What does it mean? Fluid wall means towards the wall surface, towards the wall surface of the inside wall. Whether you want to fix the fine, why you go for the fine? If you are interested for wall surface interactions, we want to see, then we can go for some fine meshes. We generally go for, and we want to keep a coarse mesh towards the center of the pipe, then it is about we can say computational time, how we are going to define, and also accuracy of the solution. So that is the as per the interest and as per the need of the problem, we are going to fix it. So once we put OK here, you can see my mesh is now giving a green color. So the mesh, this first step is going to be clear out. Again, there is some, okay, just a minute. Yes. So this is the fluid domain. We can go for. Yeah. It is not there. Okay, just a minute. I will just make it correct quickly, and some error is there. You can see there is if this is the type of icon it is currently coming, it is telling that it is wrong support definition. If you have not given a correct option, then it will show you the incorrect option of it. Okay. So I'm going to the fluid domain. You can see what is the same thing I will go for. I'll just make it undo so that it will be, yeah. For undo, it will be Control Z, it is going to be putting up. So I hope it is visible. So the same thing, I'm just tweaking very fast. So there is the part model. Extra boundaries we don't want. In the region, we have selected the process, one phase. Flip directions we need to check. It should be inside. Openings. So inlet and outlet. Okay. Now coming to the surface selections, if it is we are interested for wall stresses, then we can write wall stresses and select that surface. And in the region, we have already selected the region. Region means where the fluid domain is present. So fluid domain is present inside this geometry. We can select that one. You can select directly. You can see I'm only selecting, I'm not choosing anything. I'm just telling the computer that these are my requirements and you give me according to them. So that is okay. Now you can see there is this part is done without error. Now go to the definition of materials. That is most important. Now we have defined the geometry. We have told that this is opening, this is start, this is end, this is inlet, outlet. Here the fluid is present and all. But what type of fluid we don't know. So that for that one we go for fluid selection. So the support is nothing but that is the you can say that is the region. Region is where the fluid is lying. So we will put the region. You can see the region is has the support is there, and in the material we are going to select the water or air, any type of fluid. So here when I go to search, it will transfer me to the material palette library. It is the library where material has been already added up by the by this software, and where you will find different type of materials in it. And from there you can see the fluid material is going to be there. I have to find, it is water. So water I am applying. If you're interested to know about the properties of it, then you can go for choosing it. Example, properties of the water. You can see the simulations, and where you will get what is the thermal conductivity, what is the density, what is the specific heat, what is the viscosity. All these things you have to enter. You can also create it. If you want to change, you can change it, no issue. I'm making it now constant as I already make it. I'm putting it okay. So you can see the material has been imported here, and once I put okay, you can see in the assistant tool the model gives me a click green color option for which I can tell that model is okay now. So my model is created, it is completely okay, and it is done. Next is go to the physics. In the physics, what happens here, we have to define what type of physics we want. Physics in the sense whether it is laminar flow, it is turbulent flow, compressible, incompressible, what nature, what type of flow and analysis we want to do, whether it is steady or unsteady, what is the behavior of it. So the first option in the comments, you can see it is the physics behavior. So you can go for that. And here you have to understand what type of things you are going to apply. The state is fluid because it is the fluid we want to simulate it. It may be solid. If solid interface is there, you can go for. Now it is asking you the inputs as whether you have to enable the temperature effects. If you are enabling it, then you are applying the energy equations. If you are enabling compressible flow, then the density will be going to be varies. And now for this case, we have assumed that it is incompressible, laminar flow, or turbulent, like that case we are going to take as per the Reynolds number calculations. And you are not going to apply any sort of temperature equations here. If you are interested, you can apply it. And if you are going for any enabling the coupled solver, it may be segregated or coupled. How we are going to solve it, you are going to ask that one. Whether you are related to gravity effects or not, that is another thing we have to intense with the problem. Now we cannot say this theories is not required. To apply these icons, we need the theory, and we have to go to the theory and see that what are the need for the specific problem. So to deal that, then the next option is the turbulent model. Please remember, here we have, in this academic version, we have the non means if we apply the turbulence model non, then it will go for telling you it is the laminar flow problem. If you're applying SST K omega, then it will be a two equation ND viscosity model. We are discussing the theories. Elizabeth K epsilon model, Spital-Allmans, all these RANS modeling in the sense. Up to RANS modeling, it is given up. Now, if you are interested for turbulence, then which type of turbulence you are going to apply, you can apply it. And if you are interested for laminar purpose only, then we are going to non. And if there is any particle modeling is there, then you can go for particle parameters we can define. Now it is not required for this case. So you are not applying anything as per the problem as concerned. If it is required, if you have to apply it, so that it will solve for you. Now, still you can see in the assistant tool, I'm making you focus on this assistant tool repeatedly. You can see still the green color is not coming. You are not supposed to move forward. So whatever we have choose till now, model is completed, and you can see there is a box is formed, means I will tell you some, the optional option is there. So again, it is green color is not coming. It is not directing us to move forward. So that means this step is not over, and we have to see the comments whatever it is there. Before that, we have gone for physics behavior. Now the next step is what type of, whether it is going for steady or unsteady, that is a transient we are going to supposed to do. So if it is steady, it will be constant over the time, and transient it is unsteady flow we are going to look. Now for an instant, we are going to give up the steady case, where the maximum iterations I am setting up, let it is go for as a case study. I am going to I am giving it 300, and I can select here the under relaxations, what is the stopping criteria, what is the pressure equation controls, what is the momentum equation controls, all can be set as per your interest, but it needs an experience before you do some changes. Otherwise, it may give you the wrong interpretation in the results. So I will suggest here, it will till your experience is not coming to change all these settings, it will be by default settings, it will be okay for you. So put this okay and iterations and put it okay. And the next step, you can see, now you can see all are becoming green. And all these things, for an instant, for this case study, it is optional. Initial conditions can be optional, but boundary condition is also optional now, but we have to take care whether it may be really optional or not. So you can see when I put, for example, I will tell just one. Initial conditions, what should be the initial temperature, whether we are giving, initial pressure we are giving, initial velocity, or any other things. If it is related to our case, then we can apply and set. Otherwise, it is by default, initial condition, it will go to be set with the standard temperature and pressure conditions. Then go for the boundaries. We have to check what are the boundaries are there. We have the boundary flow conditions like mass flow inlet, pressure outlet, symmetry, wall, velocity inlet, volume flow rate, stagnation inlet, mass flow split outlet, hydrostatic pressure, intake exhaust fan. Many inlet, many options are there in the boundaries. So how to know that which boundary is going to be going to choose here? Now it also giving you from the theories what we should need for this to solve this problem. So I can say here, when we have a problem flow over this pipe, we have already defined the inlet diameter as 80 and the length as 500. Then we can easily find what is the Reynolds number. Then if you find out the Reynolds number, then you can know what type of flow it is, the laminar or turbulent. And according to that, we can find out what is the velocity inlet. Because we know the velocity inlet, we for this problem particularly, if it is given in some instant mass flow rate, in some other problems, if it is mass flow rate, we know for us to initiate it, then we can go for mass flow inlet. So now for this case, we are going to supposed to give the velocity inlet in the input inlet that we have given up in the previous step. So what is the support here? We are going to support this velocity inlet, you can see, and where you are going to apply that in the inlet zone. Inlet we have already selected, we have already created in the previous step in the model, if you remember. Now it is asking you what is the velocity, what is the velocity, speed of heart. So according to the calculation we have to put here, and by default I'm making it I will make it 10. So now you can see there is so now the second is what should be the outlet velocity, the outlet in the outlet what we are going to apply the boundary condition. So here what we generally interpret from our day-to-day life, when water is flowing, it should come out. It should, when it is going to come out, then what is the condition of that? It should be in the atmospheric pressure conditions. So by default we can say that that is the we are going to apply the pressure outlet conditions. Otherwise it cannot flow. If there is some difference is not there, then it will never flow. So you can see the pressure outlet in this one. So I hope the inlet is okay. You can see the arrow marks is coming up in the outlet conditions, and if it is any gauge pressure is there in your problem you are supposed to give, then otherwise it is by default it is 0, it is not required. Under the atmospheric level condition it is there. So now just a minute, I will just check once this velocity inlet is applied or not. It is applied. There should come a arrow mark, otherwise I have to create again. Okay, maybe some graphics problem may be there. Okay, so it is applied. Now the boundary condition, you can see there are two boundaries we have applied. One is velocity inlet and another is a velocity outlet, and there is the zones and loads again, it is optional to us. If there is other loading condition is there, we can go for. You can see what is the any porous zone is there, whether it is MRF zone is there, any rotating zone is there, or particle injected source is there. So multiple problems can be happen. So depending upon your problem case, you need to apply that conditions. So similarly for the contacts, solid interface is there, fluid interface is there, periodic interface is there. So if solid fluid interface is needed to be solved, then we can go for that, which couples the fluid and solid interactions. Next is your output request. So what type of output you require for this type of problem, for an instant? So in the output, you will have different categories here, which need to be applied perfectly. Otherwise, if you are not applying any output request, then by default, it will give you the velocity, pressure contour, other related things. If you are specifically specifying something, then you are going to intend where you are going to, for example, for an instant, in this energy, you will have whether you are related to temperature, you will need the temperature. For flow, whether you are going for Mach number finding out, or shear rate finding out. Okay, so it is for the whole model, or you want to be focused on a particular surfaces. So whether you are going for drag instants, whether you are going for vorticity, whether you are going for any it may be field or it may be history. Okay, so like that, it is going to be giving you the things. If it is turbulence, then turbulence effects output is going to be there, turbulent kinetic energy, turbulent Indy viscosity. This is if you have applied, then in the output result it is going to be shown. It is not that if you don't give also, it will give you the result, the general result you will going to find out. In specific, if you are interested for, then this this should be on, then the result will come up. So by default, I am not putting this result. I will show you in the end what is happening. Then come to mesh, it is not applied. I want to say here, it is already applied. It is not showing here. I'll show here what is the things is happening here. So here in the mesh, you can see in the commands, I'll just, yeah. There are various type of meshes are there, starting from hexadominant mesh, tetrahedral mesh, sweep 3D mesh, surface triangular mesh, surface quarter mesh, different types of categories of formation of or creation of meshes is available. But please remember, Simulia for CFD applications particularly, as I already told you, this Simulia application is built with structural as well as fluid. So by default, in one category, all the meshes types is going to be coming up. Because sometimes solid and fluid interaction is going to be there. So sometimes solid meshes is there and going to interact with fluid. So that's why many other type of meshes is going to be available. All the meshes is going to be available, types of meshes. But now, as a CFD solver or Simulia has concerned, we can only use that is the hexadominant mesh that creates hexahedral elements, because we are going to focus on control volume concept, and it is giving you the control volume of hexadominant type of meshes only to create the fluid domain as concept. So when you are going to produce the hexadominant mesh, it will going to ask you what type of mesh size you are going to form. We have already, if you have recall, we are interested for a flow over a pipe where fluid is flowing inside the domain, and we have telling that this is the region where the fluid domain is going to be existing. And in that one, it is now asking us that what type of size of the element we are going to supposed to give. So here, for an instant, I'm just giving you just to see how the mesh is created, and then we'll adjust. And how to adjust this, again, this is a challenge, and by experience one only, depending upon your result interpretations, we have to take care of it. Similarly, in this first layer thickness over towards the wall, we are determining how the number of layers is going to be taken care of so that it is going to be produced. We have also local specifications to find out the local meshes in the box. That means subdomain can be created inside this domain. I'm just putting it the mesh so that you can see how the message is generated. You can see there is a very large quality of cells it has been there, which is you can see there is, if we go for solution now, I can say that it not going to give a very good solution for this problem. So if you're interested for wall stress, shear stress, and we are going for calculating the what is the called as the flow parameters, how it is going to be there, then it is because of these cells are very large in terms of this maximum size, then it is not going to fit the problem. There is another option here. You can, if you has a beginner, you don't know how to choose this maximum size and minimum size, there is an option called as initialize from support. If you put that, the computer will suggest you to put the mesh size. If you go in that, then you may get a good cell and the results is also good. So initialize from support, if you put, then it is suggesting you that the maximum size should be 7.48 mm, and minimum size is 0.795 mm. Please remember that here also the computer is suggesting, you are not suggesting here, and before it may also, if you go in this, may also giving you the computational time will going to increase. So it is better that though it is giving you the support, that is the computer is giving you the support, you have to require what type of, depending upon your analysis and result interpretations, what should be the maximum and minimum size to be taken care of. So for example, for to not to take more time, I will, let us consider, I will give 20 and I'm giving 5. Let us see how the mesh is created. You can see something finer and very good use of the mesh is there. I can also show you by hiding how the mesh has been created. This is the complete fluid domain. Yes. So inside this is only the fluid domain where it is going to solve the problem for each control volume. It is going to be as number of elements has been created. All are hexadominal mesh. I will also cut this one and I can show you. Now, how it is looking inside it. Let us go to that. In sectioning option, you can see in the y-axis how I know the axis system. You can see in the cursor in the right corner. Now it is cut in x-axis. I need to cut in the z-axis. You can see it has been cut up. So like that, you depending upon your cutting option you require, you can cut it. So close. You can verify each and every case of the mesh. The next is you may be interested in knowing how many number of elements has been created. You can see in the specification tree how many nodes and elements has been created here. In this mesh part manager, if you see now the number of elements has been created has 37,716 and the nodes value is here. For this number of nodes is going to be solved for this problem, and by putting, or if you need any changes or refine of meshes is required, you can change it. Again, go for mesh and put the solutions to be done. So you might be thinking also where the pipe has gone. So I can, it is in the hide option. You can see I am going to right click and unhide it. So anytime it is associative in nature, we can go for modeling. You can come to a simulation. You can go to mesh by using this feature specification tree, or you can see here mesh model preparation is there. We can go switch over anytime, anywhere you want to change the model, you can change it. You change in the mesh, you change in the scenario app, you can do it. Now you can see In the assistant tool, before at the starting of the problem, we have all red colors, red zone is there. Now it is telling that you can simulate now. So putting this simulation option now, you it will say me that you can, um, my option is going to start. I can simulate. Before that, you should have the license, and the license depends also in codes. So we have up to 4 codes license as per the academic license versions, and we are going to put it out. Now it's the time. We supposed to depend upon the computer. We should not have any other options to uh, do anything now. So the computer will give you the processing, and you can supposed to do it. You can see the simulation status is going on, running. It will start processing. It will give you the convergence criteria and how it is converging, how many iterations has been taken up, what are the error messages you will find out. All those things it is going to be there. So you can see there is some error is coming up. It is telling that the license has failed. Okay, so I think some license failed is coming. Yeah, insufficient licenses. Okay, I think the message to be checked. Take care. It also link with the license how many nodes we have created. It may be taking that one, or you have to check it. Just a minute. I'll just test it once time more. I'm just increasing the size of the mesh because it is the license is linked with the meshes. So maybe that's why the license, or but all the processes is now correct. So let me simulate again. Okay, so I think some license error is coming for that nodes also. Okay, then there is some error from the academic version nodes. We need to check. Sorry. Okay, it is something less only. Okay, so as per my understanding is here, I hope you have learned about the steps to find out the solution. So any problem uh, you can go for. Uh, it is going to be the same process. Using this assistant tool, you can find the solution. Now, uh, without wasting the time, I will show you another case, what I have performed before. Uh, that is the automotive, from automotive case. You can see that is the results is been applied to an external domain. That is it is a automobile case, and where the same process, as I already told you, the main difference is from this pipe flow and this automotive is, I'm going to show you what is it. In the in the model setup, uh, I told you that in the fluid domain, yeah, we have not applied any external boundary. Please try to see the difference. This is for the internal case, internal flow case, where we have chosen the inner surface of the pipe and tell that the inside the pipe the water is flowing. Now the same case. Now now please see that this is a cylinder, and over it it is going to be flown. The air is going to be flown. Then what need we go for? There is exterior boundaries are there where we are going to for a bounding box station, because in reality also, if a vehicle is moving over the road, we don't know what is the bounding box or what is the area where the fluid is concerned with. Now in the simulations also the same thing is going to be happen. What is the domain of interest which is going to be considered as the fluid is going to be, we can say that up to this the fluid is going to be flown in. So in that respect, if you say a cylinder inside the domain is there, you can see if this is the cylinder, think that is a cylinder is there, and inside the domain you are going for external boundary case. So the same case, now you adjust the x, y, z coordinate in such a manner that you can go for considering the symmetry type of case, or you can go for full geometry. Okay, keeping the view in that sense, you can see that the geometry bounding box is there, and this box will only hold the fluid domain. And please remember that whatever the fluid domain you are considering now, the geometry, you have to be such a manner you will consider that it should not affect the flow is not going to affect your geometry. That means when the air is flowing over this geometry, it should not, the wall effects should not be interfere with this geometry. If it is interfering, then what you need to do, you have to increase the domain size. Okay, so that is the considerations you have to supposed to do. You might have also seen somewhere in some research papers also, the domain box is made some towards the end like this, it may be there. So what is the interest of taking this this type of domain? So I can say here, because it may be a turbulent problem of interest, then when the flow is going to be starting here and it will go end here, the consequences of the turbulent effects will be more after this geometry. It is not before the geometry. So to get the after the effects, whatever it is there, after the consequences is going to be hold on for the flow effects, it can be captured. And up to that, to capture all those things, we have to adjust the geometry in such a manner, not in the exactly at the middle of the geometry. It may give or not give. So we should we should adjust this geometry outside domain in such a manner for which the flow is going to be there. So I hope you have got the knowledge of this domain box. So the same concept, it is there. The geometry is now the automobile of interest, where you can see the complete, the same procedure. You can see also the assistant tool. I have gone for model physics, this initial conditions, boundaries, output request. And in this output request, I can show you here what my output request for this problem. So this output request for this problem is about to know about the velocity vector, the pressure, the divergence of velocity vector, turbulence kinetic energy, turbulent dissipation rate, turbulence ND viscosity, turbulent molecular viscosity ratio. All these outputs I have fed it up inside this output results, so that I can find it out and get the results at the end. Once it is been formed, you can see the contour plots. You can see it is coming up, down. This is the velocity. It is the pressure. Okay. So this is the pressure contour plot. It is coming up for the geometry. And that is the automobile. This is the, you can see what is the legend. You can, what is the value it is there. It is not showing here because of this assistant tool. You can just write it. You can see the pressure, how much it is occur for that, and what is the velocity vector over it. You can see the velocity vector, how it is transferred, how it is moving. I'm just adjusting it. So you can see how it is going to show you. Okay, I can also animate. You can see the animations, how the flow is transferring, and what are the consequences at the rear end where the drag we are supposed to find. So I hope the video is visible to you. So it is there. So next is uh, the output request. Different request I also told you. This is the turbulent kinetic energy. Okay, this is the dissipation rate. If this is there, that is there. Indy viscosity. Okay, so different results is going to be as per the interest of the problem. You are going to supposed to find it out. Now, in the tools, sorry, plots. You can go for any n number of plots. It may be streamline. It may be so now, has once the problem is over, now it is the time to show you uh, about how the results is going to be coming up. Okay, so the results will be shown in the form of a report. So that report is in a Word file. It will going to be coming. What type of report you want. It will say you the general. You can write your name, everything, contents. The contents will be about the selections. What you will select, that will be going to be coming up. It will try to filter up in the last step or last frame or all steps. What type of results you want, whether velocity, velocity vector, pressure, undeformed model, divergence, everything, it is going to be there. And if by default I'm keeping all this on and putting it okay, I think it will create for me. Please ensure that the Word, Microsoft Word is installed in the system. Then it will directly download and it will create the report. It will show you. I hope it is there, and it will go to show it. So let me see where it is there. Yeah. Yes. So you can see the report will come as per your need. I am not given the inputs of the company name or the name or when it is done. Like a clear report it will going to be coming up. It is not in the version of Word. That's why it is not showing. Okay. There is the image you can see. It will load it up. All the reports with values. It is going to be there. Mass properties. What we have given. It will going to be shown. I'll also check that in, I think what is not there. Yes, yes, it is there. Yes. It is not opening. Yes. I hope it is there. Okay. I think there is some issues with this Word version. So all the details will going to be loaded here with the pictures, the values, and all. And you can see, and that report can be used as your study case study, what the results you have obtained, and you can simulate, you can validate the things. Okay. And return back to the phone. Yeah. Okay. So you can also have a plot section. You can doing that. You can supposed to uh, take care of this complete instance over the geometry, how you are going to cut the plane and see the plane, then change it over the same directions, and you can see that. Contour plots already the results is available. So depending upon the results, you are going to supposed to do that one. I hope I have covered up all the things. If any doubt is there, you can ask, or else we will discuss later on. Any questions from participants can be taken up. So, chart works. Just a minute. Yeah.
Can I use SolidWorks?
The question starts from. Okay.
Can I use SolidWorks?
Yes. The question is about can I use SolidWorks for the modeling purpose and import question? Yes, sir. You can import it. SolidWorks files is also from Dassault system. You can import. There's no. I can also show you how to import. I have not done that. Okay. Just a minute. Uh, I am opening a new file. You can see. You can see here there is a in a right top corner there is a plus is there. So if you put it, uh, there is an import option is there. So I can import it, and when I go for that, it is telling you find out different formats. By default, this 3D experience platform is taking it the main thing is from 3D XML file. So it will save as a 3D XML file, but if you're importing something, it may take any format. If it is a mesh file, generally it is representing as Abacus CFD INP file format, or if it is a other formats, you can see different Creo formats is there from ProE, from DFX, from AutoCAD. Different file formats is available. Inventor, okay, Nastran, Parasolid, ProE, step files, okay, Solid Edge, SolidWorks. You are asking SolidWorks, so SolidWorks files is also there. It can be imported for the for to continue the your program. The next question is, can I use simulating solidification of? Yes, sir, it can be done. Solidification of metal casting. Metal casting cannot be. I think it is another software. Just a minute. The name I have already shown you different options. That is maybe find out plastic modeling. Simpo is there where it can be used. That is a inside model. This model is only basically for CFD purpose, fluid scenario purpose. Different apps is there, and you can go for that. It is there inside this Dassault system. How to set the boundary conditions? I already told. That is, there are various boundary condition is there available. Velocity inlet, pressure outlet. So before applying the boundary conditions, you should go through the theories and what is the analysis of purpose of the problem. Depending upon that, according to the need and specifications, you can choose that one. So the theories you have to connect and before applying the theories. Uh, is is the basis for selecting boundary condition assigned at inlet, outlet, and wall similar? Yes, sir. It is similar to ANSYS software. It is no more difference, but you should know because you can see, as I told you, it is a completely giving you a. I think my screen is not shared. Not share, no, sir. Okay, I'll just share it again. I'll show you one. Sorry for that. I will not share. I've not shown you the import. Is my screen is visible now? Okay, sir. So just a minute. I have told you how to import it. You can see in the right corner top, there is an import option is there, and where you will find different file formats. What I'm talking about. It is 3D XML. Okay, Abacus. The previous name is actually the Simulia. Before the Simulia, it is Abacus is there. So now it is changed to Simulia, where you have different type of options: step file, SolidWorks, okay, Solid ASM, Model Edge, different file formats you will find out. So from there you can import and go for it. Different file formats is there. It is can be done. Without stopping, I cannot see. Okay. Yeah. The next screen is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. As in ANSYS CFX, we can solve turbo masonry problems. What options? Yes, it is also there. Turbo options flow is there. You can go for. I will just share it. I also already told. Just a minute.
Share कर मुंडा question.
Yeah. Here in the physics, you can see. Yes. Just a minute. We have different boundary conditions that can be also done. The question is about turbo machineries. We have the boundary conditions where we can apply hydrostatic pressure, intake, inlet, internal frame. Okay. So by applying this one, another is also there related to MRF conditions. I already shown that. That is applied, you can simulate it. It can be done. Yes, sir. MRF zone is there. Rotating frame reference. It can be done. In the zone and loads it is available. So you have to just see where it is available.
Next one is how much cost of the software. Cost it depends actually. You have to once you go for MOU with the Dassault Systems industry, then accordingly they will discuss with you the cost.
Depending upon the versions, academic or commercial versions, it is going to be there, sir. And one more thing, those who are interested to learn, there is a site where all these valuable references you can get. I will show you. Just a minute. Yes, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, visible.
If you type 3D experience with reduced space, please remember edu space, if you write 3D experience edu space, you will find n number of measures for this. We say, okay, it will also provide you different type of options. You can see the practice learning. This 3D space. Companion nature, okay, I'll open it again. Yeah. Yes, it is the learning platform. You can see various learning platform will be there. Collaborative innovations, 3D experience work, design and engineering, simulations, manufacturing productions, governance and life cycle. If you come to simulation, you will get different types of learning platforms, whether for a experience for tire analysis engineer, experience for mechanical analyst, finite element modeling specialist. Different models will be going to be applicable. For our case, it is fluid mechanics analyst is there. So by learning this, you can go for n number of problems. You can find it. So
Okay.
that I can see.
Next question is, dear sir, displayed car model was smooth and looking good. The model is drawn from Simula or imported file?
The model is imported. It is also done in SolidWorks actually, and it is imported, and here it is similar process.
Please tell the list of most used best commercial software, CFD software, most used free CFD software. I think it is we listed now.
Yes, sir. I already told. The best one is for CFD problem as concerned, it is ANSYS Fluent. And next it is come to Simulia. For a learning purpose, it is a good this interface because it is handy. You can see how it is making us a clear form. In ANSYS, it will not get. Where you apply inlet, outlet, it is a confusion type of cases is going to be happening. I also use that one. But for an initial understanding of this simulation, before you come to go to this Simulia, you can, before go to ANSYS, you can use this Simulia platform to analyze your solutions.
Is the user guide manual available for Simulia? Yes, yes.
Yes, I
Completely
already told
available.
you. Education space is there. You can read that one and you can go for it.
So just online free learning CFD web sources.
Yeah, free maybe not there, but once this tie-up is there, you can go for that. So I hope all questions have been clear. Any other questions? We can discuss it. No issue.
Friends, if you have any other question, query, okay. If not, then please switch on your videos. We'll have a snap. Take snaps.
Yeah, one question is there. OpenForm software is free in SIP. Yes, it is the OpenForm. OpenForm is there. It is free, open source. But it is not. Simulia is different and open source is different. OpenForm is different. Gambit is the older version of ANSYS for Fluent. Now it is Fluent, ANSYS Fluent. Can you do vibrational? Yes, sir. You can do that vibrational analysis. No. Yes, sir. Yes, I request you now all to open the video. So can you take a snap? Just a minute.
All the participants are requested to open the video because phase by phase it is taking. We have to save all everything. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
sir.
friends. Thank you. After lunch, we again meet by 2:50 p.m. And your last today's last session is about ANSYS. Okay. Till then,
Thank you, sir.
good day.